Hey, good afternoon. I'm recording this right before we go to this new moon in Scorpio about 10:30 tonight Central Daylight Time. And he's in the sun and moon, the our consciousness and spirit, which is ageless, and our soul, which is our history keeper, the moon, when they come together every 27, 28 days, uh, they're seeding times. And in Scorpio, it's about really seeding the darkness because on Earth, everything grows in the darkness. Fetus, they inside, seeds are under the ground. Really, any good, profound thought comes from uh, wounded and tortured artists. And so, this new moon, speaking of wounding, it's getting an aspect from Chiron, the wounded healer in Aries. I have the right to exist. And Scorpio says, I have the right to exist, to express my darkness within the connection to my soul and higher self, vis-a-vis how it manifests in my lower three chakras and how I move through the world. Microaggressions, macroaggressions, what have you. It's opposition to Uranus, which is our alien energy. I'm from somewhere else, Uranus. I don't belong here. I'm waiting on my mothership. So from Scorpio to Taurus, we're looking for security. Well, Uranus and Taurus, the security says, well, it's not going to come through Bitcoin or your 401k. It's going to come through understanding what truly matters. The time, the quality of time spent with other people. And I see the sun and Uranus, moon and Uranus opposition as objectively understanding what's about to happen with this upcoming Mercury retrograde, to realize that if you're blocked in the lower egocentric area, then the Uranian energy is getting you to maybe tap into what's alien to you, or what I like to call the why not. Well, there are certain signs that do why not a lot easier than others. And Capricorn will certainly do it on a business level if they see a monetary or a futuristic outcome. Scorpio can as well once they get over their initial resistance. But Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and sometimes Leo, but the so called masculine signs, and of course Aquarius being ruler, Uranus being its ruler, the more masculine extroverted, think of extroverted or yang signs as the exhalation. We can't exhale all the time no more than we can inhale all the time. And so the more yang signs, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sag, and Aquarius, might find this new moon a little bit easier than, say, the yin signs of Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. Well, that's the generalization. But the point more is that when Mercury slows down and Uranus is talking to the new moon, it really is about higher thought. It's about the musketeers, all for one and one for all. And if Uranus is in Taurus, it's about what do we have to share? How do we pay it forward? How do we detach ourselves from over identifying with what we own? And do we consider our physical bodies as part of the ownership? We don't really think about our health until we don't have it anymore, or as we become into the middle of the middle, as I am want to say it. Now, with Mercury and Venus traveling together and Mars and Libra, all that means is that we're really looking at how do we communicate love? How do we communicate the depth? And I've been telling everybody, either keep it 100 during the Scorpio Mercury or STFU. I mean, it just, Scorpio really doesn't have a lot of patience for half truths, not unless there's a lot of Gemini or Aquarius going on, maybe some Libra. If Scorpio's added to some air, then it's more likely to kind of overlook the aspect of not telling the whole story. However, I would just suggest that with a slowing down of the Mercury to go retrograde on Halloween, and the new moon being in conversation with Uranus and the North Node, our evolutionary direction is an inner child. I feel Cancer. Softer is better, particularly after you've analyzed or tested. Hello, Scorpio. Aquarius, looking at the worst case scenarios. Those around you. Vulnerability can be a strength.